Hello and welcome back to another beer review on Chris's Beer Reviews. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've cut out the R, haven't I, on the beer review sign. Not that it's the end of the world, but let's pop that back. Oh, there we go. That looks better. Yeah, welcome to another one on Chris's Beer Reviews, and we're back onto the Perfect Draft for a new keg release that I wasn't too sure about ordering it. And it's the Robinson's Iron Maiden inspired Trooper, and coming in at 4.7% ABV. I'm fairly confident. I've never had that beer, and there's a reason being that I've never had it. Is I kind of look at it, band inspired beers, I kind of look at them as a bit gimmick like. Now I know I drink a lot of beers and sours, and some of those sound a bit gimmicky, etc. But for ones that are like that, where it's been inspired by a band, I mean, it's got the artwork's cracking, like all Iron Maiden artwork is. I generally tend to avoid them. But I saw it on keg and thought, is this a step in the right direction for Perfect Draft? It probably isn't. It probably really isn't. They recently released Bass on the Perfect Draft. I can't believe that's selling really well. I just can't. I am frustrated with Perfect Draft. I've had a rant about them before with the amount of beers they could go out there and get. But what they do is they don't. That makes no sense. What they do is they don't. But anyway, I could rant on and rant on. So let's pour a pint of Robinson's Trooper. Let's have a go. First one out the keg. Well, let's see. Could be really good. Could be mind blowing. It'd be nice if it was good. There we go, a lovely looking pour. Look at that. Perfect pint poured right there for you. I did a video recently on how to pour the perfect pint on the PD, and this is the first one out the keg. That is pretty decent for a first one out the keg. In fact, that's very good, straight out the keg, first one. Very nice indeed. Now I've got it at 7 degrees, as you can see on there. On the keg it says 6 degrees. On the Perfect Draft website it says 5 degrees, so I put it at 7. I think with a beer of this style, I think 5 degrees is probably a little bit too low. So I went 7, but there it is in the glass. Quite copper in look, nice head sitting on the top of there. Let's have a little sniffski. You've got to really have a sniff to get anything on that. Maybe a bit of toffee, caramelish. Really not a lot going on carbonation wise, really not a lot going on, but that's fine with this style of beer. I don't want loads of carbonation. Let's get tasting. Cheers. I already sound negative, don't I? I already sound negative. That's not good news. I will still be unbiased in my taste. Cheers. Carbonation's bigger than it looked. I think 7 degrees is good temperature for this. Okay, that first taste fills you with a little bit of promise. Then it kind of drops off. You get a caramel toffee vibe, which is pleasant. A little bit of hoppiness and a very small amount of like a dark fruit type vibe, the sultanas and raisins, etc. You do get that, but boy does that vanish quick. That disappears very quick, and what it leaves you with is quite a coppery taste in the mouth. Let's go again. The actual body of the beer is okay, it's quite good. The body works nicely for 4.7. Let's go again, because experts, whatever experts are, always say you should taste something 3 times before making an opinion or giving an opinion. I can't remember how much the keg was now. I know I had £8 worth of points, which I used. It was just over 30 quid, I think. Would I recommend that? No, not really. I really wouldn't. You know, if you're going to go down this style, Perfect Draft, of getting these types of beers in, at least go and get some decent ones. And Robinsons can make good beer. This just isn't one of them. That all I'm getting now on each taste is copper. I'm just getting a copper vibe, and not much else. You get that initial hit on that first mouthful, like I said, the toffee, the caramel, sultanas, maybe, you know, raisins, maybe even a tiny little bit of like a figginess, and then whack, it's gone straight away. It's there and gone. No messing about. Doesn't even get across the middle of your palate. It's there, bosh, it's gone. And you're left with a decent body, but a very copper tasting beer. I'm trying not to be negative, because everything said to me, don't order that keg. Don't order it. It'd be decent on views, it'd get decent views. But it's a bit bland. It's a bit boring. They're touching my head a lot, aren't I? There's frustration. There's frustration with frustration. Easy for you to say. With Perfect Draft, it really is. They had a great beer not long ago. Herzog Jan, the Ground, superb beer. Probably sold well. Gone. Just got the normal Herzog Jan, which is still good. But why get rid of the Grand? That was a really good beer. There's so many other good beers that have come and gone that were good beers. I'm a big Fuller's fan, but the Fuller's beer that I had in there, that wasn't great. Something very different about that on Perfect Draft. There's so many breweries out there that they could probably strike deals with, but they're probably looking at which ones they can make the most money from, is what they're going to be looking at, aren't they? And it's a shame, because they're just going to piss off a lot of loyal followers to the Perfect Draft. I've got 3 machines, 2 pros, 1 standard, and I like a lot of the kegs I buy, because I buy, you know, the German stuff, the Belgian stuff, and they are all good beers. But if you're going to bring a new beer, bring something that's decent, bring something that's going to sell, bring something that's going to have longevity to it. This will not be around long on Perfect Draft, because it's just not going to sell. They'll probably start doing some deals on it soon, because it's once you've had it once, you're not going back and buying this again. You're just not. Well, I wouldn't. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll like it, but I don't see why. That copper taste is never going to entice me back. Never in a million years. Am I glad I bought it? Not particularly. Do I feel that I've let myself down? Let myself down, people. I bought it because I just thought, I don't know, maybe I got sucked into the hype, but then I've never had it on bottle form. I've never bought into that hype. I don't know, maybe in my head I think it'd be good for views, and it probably will be. It would do good views, and there are certain beers that I will buy because I know they'd do good views. I'm not ashamed to admit it. We all like good views. Maybe that was just one of them. I kind of got focused on that, thinking it'd be good for the channel, people will watch it, good views, might bring some new people in, etc. Who knows? But for me, it's a no for me, and I've got a whole keg of that to get through. But there you go. That is life. We make our choices, we have to live with them, don't we? There you go. I'm all done. Thank you very much for watching. Massively appreciate it. And all the people that wish me happy birthday, I will get round to replying to all your comments as well. I will definitely do that. So mega thank you to you. See you all soon on another one. Take care.